Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. So today I want to have a bit of a look at my power reduction experiment I've been conducting. So I want to have a bit of a look and see whether I've actually managed to make a little bit of a difference in our consumption, and sort of trying to make a little bit of an assessment of how I think that might look panning out long term. So without any further ado, let's go. So you might remember a while back I did a video about planning my power reduction experiment, and then a couple of weeks back I did another video sort of as a bit of a follow-up about how I went around setting up that little experiment. So today what I want to do is have a look at, did it work? And from what I've looked at so far, in short, yeah, it did. Not a, well, is it a big difference? Maybe. It depends on how you look at it, I guess. So you may recall that last year I said I did a week's worth of timing or monitoring, basically. So I looked at the meter readings before and after an exact week-long period to see what our consumption was. And then in recent weeks what I've done is done the same thing. Only difference is I've been implementing my strategy in the last couple of weeks for turning things off at night. Now there was a couple of small caveats to keep in mind here. One is it's been the school holidays, so our kids have been at home a lot more than they usually would be, so there's probably a little bit of extra power consumption there. And the other thing is that, with the weather in the last month or two has been quite a bit weird even in Brisbane here. It's been on and off, raining, sunshine, raining, sunshine. So, that's maybe also meant we've been inside a little bit more than usual. So there's just those things to take into account. But I don't think they would make a huge difference. So going forward, what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to monitor our power consumption. So obviously it should go down a smidge more, being that we're not consuming so much power during the day without the kids here. And what I'm going to do is continue to do this, continue to turn the power off at night, and see come the end of the next quarterly power bill how much our consumption is then compared to, say, the same quarter last year, when I wasn't doing the things that I'm doing now, and I hadn't taken some of the steps that I have to try and reduce our consumption. This should hopefully, fingers crossed, give me a bit more of a definitive answer as to whether turning everything off at night really does make a difference or not. So what I'm going to do is quickly show you a little bit of a chart I've made in Google Sheets that shows the week I did last year when I was recording the meter readings, and the last 2 weeks that I've been recording the meter readings, just to give you a little bit of an idea of the difference that it seems to be making so far. Alrighty, so what you can see here is just a quick little chart I threw together in Google Sheets. And so basically the section on the left here is the week that I recorded in last year, which was back in October. Early October, mid-October last year. And then obviously on the right hand side here we've got the last 2 weeks. So as you can see, and I'm not quite sure which meters are which, we have 2 meter readings on our house because we have a cheaper rate running our water and our pool pump. So I'm not 100% sure which one's which, but as you can see, it doesn't really matter because everything has gone down. So obviously we were getting close to 100 last year, and in the last 2 weeks we're actually down to just a smidge over 80 for both weeks. So it's looking really good, and I'm really pleased to see a fairly good drop like that. So as you can see there, the differences aren't huge, but I'm really pleased to see that there is some sort of difference after such a short period of time. So I'm going to carry on taking readings, and like I say, through the next quarter, and I'm quite excited to see how that sort of pans out when I compare this coming quarter back to the same quarter last year, and that's going to really be the telling point of whether this turning things off at night and shutting our computers and shutting the network down and turning all the Wi-Fi and everything off, whether that works or not. So yeah, fingers crossed, it should be all good. So once again, I'll keep you up to date with progress. But until then, thanks for watching. And if you like this video, then hit that subscribe button. So don't forget, you can also leave comments below. Let me know your thoughts and maybe any ideas or experiences that you'd like to share. Lastly, you can of course share this with family and friends. And I really hope to see you back here next time for another video. Until then, take it easy and go live.